This video will show you how to replace the cabin air filter on a Mitsubishi Lancer. This will be located behind your glove box. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Open your glove box. Once you have that opened, we're going to remove anything that might be inside. Now continuing on, we're going to want to dislodge the glove box and bring it down and out of position so we can gain access deep in this area. If you are looking along either side of the glove box, you're going to find locking tabs. You can either reach from the outboard side and gently pull inward, or you can reach from the inboard side, typically with a pick of some sort, pry it in, and gently pull this down. Now keep in mind on the outboard side of the glove box, you're also going to have a small shock, which allows this to lower slowly that we will have to dislodge. Let's start with this inboard clip here. I'm just going to reach right in, we'll press it, gently pull, that's holding that away. Now I'm on the other side. This one's a little bit more difficult from my angle. There we are. Just press that. Now I'm going to make my way down in this corner for the shock. I'm just squeezing on two tabs and we should be able to slide that right off and lower it down. Now it does have two hinge points. It typically does just fall right out of place and that's perfectly fine. That exposes where our cabin air filter is located. So behind this plastic cover is where the cabin air filter is. Along either side of the plastic cover, you're going to find a locking tab. It's easiest to dislodge these locking tabs with an angled pick. Typically, once you get one side dislodged, you can angle it and the other side should easily come apart on its own. There we are. Let's have a quick look at that. There we are. Now as far as this cover is concerned, let's just give it a quick inspection for damage. This looks good. Let's continue on. Now we'll reach inside this area. We should be able to take hold of that cabin air filter and slide it out. If you have a hard time doing it by hand, continue on with that angled pick. Looking along the top here, I can see that I have a whole bunch of miscellaneous debris. One important note about that is we want to make sure none of it falls down underneath where the cabin air filter is into the blower motor assembly. That's going to cause noise and potentially damage that blower motor. There it is, friend. Prior to installation of any brand new part, we're going to make sure we clean and inspect the mounting area. For this, I'm just using a clean rag. I'm not going to try to use any type of detergents. We don't want any weird smells making its way out of the HVAC system. Now it's time for installation of that brand new cabin air filter. We're going to take this and carefully slide it into position. One thing that I'm going to note, you can see right along this area here, we have a small arrow facing down. It says airflow. Make sure the arrow is facing down. Press this all the way in until it bottoms out up against there. Once you feel as though you have that in the proper placement, it's time for the cabin air filter cover here. We have our locking tabs along each side. Just go ahead and line it up and press it in until you hear a click. After an audible click from both sides, we're just going to give this a wiggle. You want to make sure it's properly secured. Now it's time to install our glove box. Along the bottom edge of the glove box, we have two hooked areas. Those will fit into this area of the dash. Now aside from that, we have the small shock on the outboard side. If you are looking at the glove box itself, you can see exactly where that clips onto. We have those two locking ears. Let's get this in position. We're starting with the hinges down along the bottom. Now as I bring this up, I can tell it pivots as it needs to. I'm installing the shock along the side, and now we'll press this up to clip it in. Prior to fully closing it, reinsert anything that you had removed. Okay friend, we finished the installation of our cabin air filter. Put the key in the on position and test the functionality of your blower motor on all speeds and confirm you don't hear any odd noises coming from this area. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.